обіцяють, клянуться, що їхні смерті не будуть даремні. Героїв не оплакують, героїв прославляють. Хай схаменуться всі, хто залишались під яремні. Ярма тюремні, це ні для кого не мріє. Але чому так мало тих, хто по-справжньому діє? Чому замість віри у нас надія? Чому замість того, аби палати, ми лише жевріємо? Вже не з краю наша хата, а посередині. Вже не час ще існувати, процвітати можна нині. І не просто можна, це обов'язок священний перед тими, хто віддав життя, щоб кожен із нас був спасенний. Час настав, тепер вперед, назад нема дороги. Відрікає світ тривоги, вірю в перемогу. Давайте будувати майбутнє уже сьогодні, аби і нами пишалась Небесна Сотня. Слава Україні! Героям слава! Всім, хто боровся
за нашу священну справу,
за Україну,
за її волю,
за честь і славу, за народ.
Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
Всім, хто боровся
за нашу священну справу,
за Україну,
за її волю,
за честь і славу, за народ. Він не спав і дивився на небо, плакав. Він казав, я не віддам тебе цим скаженим собакам. Залякуй мене, в тенета лови, по світу свідок Господь. Не залякаєш нас казацьким духом дідовим. Я згадую маму, коли після бою перев'язую рани. І ранок кожен, Боже, дякую, що бачити можу, моя хороша. Обов'язково ми переможемо. Україна мати, тримати шаблі й гармати, стояти, міцно стояти, всіяти світу направ. На трави усіх мерзотників ми вистоїм, вистоять наші сотники. Я піду до кінця, давай хапну свинця, любов сильніше присяг. За стяг жовто-блакитний, за степи і полонини. Я люблю тебе, пам'ятай, слава Україні!
Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
Всім, хто боровся
за нашу священну справу,
за Україну,
за її волю,
за честь і славу, за народ.
Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
Всім, хто боровся
за нашу священну справу,
за Україну,
за її волю,
за честь і славу,
за народ.
High rollers. That was fucking powerful, right? These days, 18th to 20th of February is the anniversary of Maidan shootings. The goons from that back in the days, there was a police, the fascist police called Berkut, who were shooting down the protesters, and well, with like unofficial data also says that Russians sent their snipers, sent their personnel. OMON also, the like forceful police to join the shootings, the killing on Maidan back in 2014. It was 18th of February it started, and it ended on 20th of February. And this video is dedicated to the memory of those who fallen back then, but also to not just shed tears, but also to glorify them, to glorify their sacrifice, to glorify their fight, not just a sacrifice. They were fighting for our future. And if not, if they did not do all that they've done back then, they did not fight that viciously and that resiliently, history might be totally different right now. Right now, I and other Ukrainians would be might be storming. European countries might be sent as cannon fodder there. And, you know, the war started back then, like not the full-scale war, but like, indeed the war started back then in 2013, 2014. We had heroes back then who were already given lives for our freedom, for our future. And right now is the future that we have thanks to them. We live in free, independent Ukraine, not some version of Ukraine like Belarus that is under Russia, that is basically a Russian oblast, you know, Russian gubernia, as they call it, that fucking word that means something like like part of their huge empire. And we need to be forever grateful to them, those who were fighting on Maidan. And especially we need to remember and glorify. Why we say glory to the heroes? Because in this song there are the lines that say we should not just remember them, we should glorify them. We should glorify our heroes because that makes them more than martyrs, that makes them fighters, that makes them those who provide that ultimate resistance, and thanks to whom I'm speaking of ultimate resistance. And here's a patch here, guys. That ultimate resistance is something that they've given to us all as, you know, a gift, as a contribution to our future. So glory to all the heroes who were fallen on Maidan, who were fighting on Maidan, most importantly, and who are still standing and kicking. Like Roman, he was there on Maidan, and he could have been among those who lost their lives there, but not in vain, guys. I think that's the best way to lose your life, when you're fighting for your country, for the future of your children, for the future of your countrymen and women. And thanks to those guys, you know, we call it the Heavenly 100, but it's more than 100 of them. There are thousands of people on Maidan who unfortunately fallen there, but they are not forgotten, and their work lives on, and now millions of Ukrainians are continuing that fight, continuing that ultimate resistance. So I hope my speech was whole and wholesome, and you could understand what my message is here, and what I'm trying to say here. So guys, we got this, man. Yeah, William, we can do it. I am hopeful, and I am not giving up, and I'm so fucking inspired by video clips like this one, by lyrics like in this song. This song was recommendation from Prometheus UA, and unfortunately I didn't know about this song before today. Actually before today. And thank you, Prometheus UA, for this awesome piece of content, and it was just fantastic. So the link is in the chat. Let me pin it right now for you to listen to that song once again, guys. The link was posted by me right after that song finished playing. So here it is, guys. Pinned message is the link to the song I'm talking about for the last 5 minutes. Please go and check it out once again. And without further ado, I will I will try to invite Fuzzy, since I promised him to invite him at 7 p.m. and it's exactly 7 p.m. right now. And guys, I remind you that the patch on the raffle is this one. Oh my god, it's slow. That is slow. Hey, do you guys remember this one from yesterday? I have it in my backpack. Nikki, congrats once again. Nikki said that... Okay, I don't know, Nikki. You should say it yourself if you want to hear. But yeah, here it is. Here's the patch on the raffle this week, guys. On my microphone, this one. Yep. Pretty awesome one. With, as I called it, the patch of 2 pistols and Legolas. 3 arrows and 1 bow. That's what only Legolas can do. Or some real-life version of Legolas. Hi all, nice to catch you live. Siami. Hello, how you doing? If that's not a patch for Elvin Archer. Yeah. Elvin Archer should be winning this one. But you gotta help him with some free tickets, guys. I guess. But what? I also did not even work on the spreadsheet before today. So while Fuzzy is gonna be telling us about that, how do I call that? Plate carrier. And he's gonna be showing us how to assemble it. You guys send money for the tickets. Please send your donations. We need to raise funds, as much funds as any week, right? So this week we're raising them too, of course. And this patch is on the raffle. So with every donation, you have the chance to buy tickets. $10 for 1 ticket. You can buy as many of them as you want per person. And you always got to specify how many tickets you want, or if you want tickets. And yes. Рік, помилка в назві стріму. Сьогодні 19 лютого, а не 18. Я просто забув. Дуже дякую. Я просто скопіпастив і не виправив саме дату. І день я, по-моєму, також не виправив. Що там у нас сьогодні? 92-й же день, да? Дай мені секунду, зараз виправлю. І дякую, пісня просто дуже крута, розйобна пісня. Мені сподобалось. І я непогано розказав, якщо ти це пропустив. Начебто непогано. Я не знаю. Скажи, що думаєш? Okay, so you see the statistics, guys? What do you see here? I don't see much. But I need to do what? I need to go and fix the name there. Yeah. Here. So today is, yes, 92, February 19th. Thank you very much. And I need to tag Fuzzy too. Fuzzy. Yes, Fuzzy. Shit, not enough symbols now. Well, we can do it like this, for example. Yep. Why not? Awesome. That's done. What else I need to do now? I need to tell you, no, I need to invite Fuzzy, and then, I wanted to ask you to start sending donations. I actually got one donation before the stream, and it's from Johanna, $100. Thank you very much, Johanna. Dear Rick, this donation is for the electronic warfare device for Kraken. 5 tickets to me and 5 tickets to moderators, please. We will stand with Ukraine no matter what. Слава Україні. Героям слава. Johanna з Фінляндії. Дуже дякую, Johanna. Thank you very much, Johanna. That's what I said in Ukrainian, guys. So, 5 more tickets for mods, 5 tickets for Johanna. Guys, I will be working on the sheet when Fuzzy is going to be showing us that content that he wanted to show, the plate carrier that you provided him with on Sunday. He bought it yesterday, and today he's already ready to show it to you. Show it to you. But what? But I'm going to be working on the sheet meanwhile. Perfect. That's perfect. But you please keep sending donations. Okay, let's raise some funds today. I'm hoping for $500. And Johanna started, so only 400 left to raise. Johanna started with 100. Так, все чув, чудово розповів, ще б якось перекласти слова за Україну, за волю, за честь, за славу, за народ. For Ukraine, for its glory, for the honor, for glory, for its freedom, for glory, for honor, and for the people. This is actually the Easter egg to the song of the first freedom, zmagania. Competitions? Not in this case. Our first fights for freedom in 1917, 1921. Yeah, that song is very meaningful, guys. If I only had time to translate the lyrics for you, but maybe ChatGPT can help you with that. Or some Chinese version of it, like Deep Sick. Not Sikh. Deep Sick Chinese stuff. Rec focus and just go and do the create the Google Meet chat. Yeah, let's do it. Google Meet. And send it to Fuzzy. Hey. Yeah, it's working. It was loading for a pretty long time. Okay, I'm ready to send it to Fuzzy. Fuzzy, where are you? Here you are. Guys, right before the stream, why I was late this time? Right before the stream, I was preparing a video, and that video is a thank you video from soldiers, and that's how it looks. Let me show it to you on my channel. Videos here. It's going to be premiered right after the stream, so please join me after the stream at 9 p.m. Join me there. I'm going to be in the chat. I'm going to be watching this video once again with you. But I was editing this one. There are 2 pieces in it. I'm reporting for 120,000 hryvnias that we raised 2 weeks ago, that we closed that fundraiser. What's next? Next, they bought a PVS 14 night vision device for it. And also 9 radio batteries, since they got some good price on the PVS 14. So they were able to also buy 9 batteries for Motorola radios. So guys, there is still only that one donation from Johanna. Guys, I need your donations. Please send them. Not I need them specifically, but our soldiers need them. And I'm just like the, how do you call those people? A messenger? I'm receiving them and then I'm sending them to soldiers, right? How can you call me, guys? In this case, I'm looking for a proper English word. A middleman, right? I'm a middleman between you and soldiers. I know that middleman has the negative context, this word, but how else can you call me? Ambassador? Maybe. Хіба слово воля так перекладається? Freedom – це наче свобода. Also will. Воля перекладається і як свобода, і як також, I think both like will and like freedom. Freedom and will. That's the universal word. Hey, Fuzzy.
Freedom and will.
I can hear myself. Oh, shit.
Hey, Fuzzy.
That's loud.
Hang on, bro. You just... Is that better?
Check. Yeah, much better.
Yeah,
Thank you.
there you go.
Okay.
Fixed.
We can see your Crocs. Now we can see you finally. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm doing it on the floor because there's just loads of it, if that makes sense.
Oh, wait a second. People could not see you. I only could see you. I need to put you on the screen first. Just give me a second.
Bro, yeah.
As always, you know that shit that I need to deal with every time I invite some guests. Okay, guys, you can see Fuzzy's room now. Balcony is too small for that, right? Or is it too cold there?
It's too dark. I haven't got any lights out there.
Okay. I mean, like the men's cave, it needed to be.
Yeah, the shade.
Okay, guys, so Fuzzy's gonna assemble. Fuzzy, can you call it an assemble, or how do you call that?
Yeah, it's literally like an assemble. I've cheated. I've already applied like the cummerbund on here, but I'll show you how to do it anyway, just so it all gets sized. All the bits that take the longest, that annoy me the most, I've already done because it normally involves a lot of swearing and effing and blinding at it.
Now that's perfect
yeah.
for this type of channel, you know. So
Yeah.
I really am disappointed a bit that you didn't do it on the stream. because
Okay.
because you said, "Hey, your beautiful dog is with us." That's great. That
Yeah.
is it him or her? I don't remember.
It's a him. Yeah.
It's him.
Here he is. Hey, there you go. You're gonna join us probably.
Yeah. Sniff in your face.
Oh my god. Hello. Say hello, Boston.
Hey Fuzzy,
Speak.
I need you to join me in encouraging people to donate because this week it's getting harder than the last one because we're not in Titanovi Prosthetics Center, and you know that was a
They're not
great
seeing it.
motivation for people. Yeah, so
I completely agree.
now you need to be motivation. So I ask you time to time to remind people to donate. Thank you.
I will.
Thank you.
I definitely will. I promise. Okay.
That's the patch on the raffle, by the way, this week. Here it is.
Yeah, this is the Zaporizhia one, the coat of arms.
Yeah, but
Oh yeah, I rate that so much. That's a really cool patch as well.
it's not the brigade patch, but still pretty awesome one. And why every
it's a whole
time?
oblast.
It's what?
It's a whole like oblast. It's a whole city, like part of
City.
Ukraine.
I think for oblast it's a bit different, or maybe I'm wrong.
I think Zaporizhia is like an oblast. It's like you have Odessa oblast, Kiev
yes,
oblast.
but Zaporizhia is also a city, and there's always different coat of arms for a city and for oblast. So yeah, this one might be for either a city or oblast. Should be.
I can't, because I don't know.
Okay, Fuzzy, you gotta begin, and I will just go and work on the sheet since
Okay.
yeah, I didn't do it before.
It's cool. So I just want to give a big shout out to obviously everybody. Massive, like, it doesn't look like much, right? But this is like the top of Boston. I beg you, please fuck off for 2 minutes. Right. So it doesn't look like much, right? But this is honestly like one of the best. Well, in my opinion, it is the best plate carrier out on the market. It is definitely up there with the top 3, in my opinion. So I'll show you the cummerbund. The cummerbund, it comes so you can either have like the Velcro like this, or you can fold this, and you can use these Cobra buckles here. The Cobra buckles, obviously, they don't come with the carrier, but I already had some, so I've already applied them.
So you like them more than Velcro, right?
Yes, I do. Yeah. So the reason I prefer the like these ones, like here, is because of how easy they are just to leave. Like, you see, like it's just very, very easy. It's easy to get on, get off, and it also, like, if you're in like a tactical environment as well, like you know, there's no like tearing of noises or anything like that at night. It's very, very quiet, which is really, really nice.
Awesome.
So if I open the back up, this is where the rear obviously gets attached onto here. You just fold this up like that, and then you just tuck it away in there like that. The shoulder straps as well, they have the Cobra buckle on, and they also have the loop ring here as well. So what separates this from other plate carriers as well is that it's designed to evenly distribute the weight of all your gear.
Fuzzy, sorry to interrupt you. People are asking to make you bigger because on the phones, but for that you will have to turn camera, make it horizontal. Is it possible?
Yeah, bro. Hang on, like that.
Yep, but it did not work. You need to reconnect with yeah, holding it like that, so it will work, I guess.
So if I move up,
it just didn't
here?
turn.
I move there. You call this up.
The laptop. Okay. So you will reconnect now, right?
Okay, is that better?
The thing is, you need to reconnect to be horizontal. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Okay, you can see me now on the second one too. But I'm gonna disappear pretty fast. Move the window for YouTube over. I want to make it different. Yeah, awesome. Now it's horizontal. I can make you bigger, but did you connect from your laptop now?
No, I'm still on my phone.
The quality changed. It got worse for some reason. Maybe it's just a connection. Yeah, oh no. It's good now. Okay.
Okay, sweet.
So, Fuzzy, you gotta keep showing now. But what? I wanted to mention one donation. First one came through. It's from Andrew L. Tickets for the raffle. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Andrew. So we have the first donation during the stream, guys. It's $40. My plan was to go to 500. So, guys, with Johanna's 100 and this 40, we still need to raise 360. Let's do it, guys. We can, of course, go over it, but I don't want to stress you too much with that. Let's get to 500 by getting 360 more. Thank you. Fuzzy, please continue. Sorry that I interrupted you.
So I forgot where I was. But yeah, so we have the Cobra buckles. It's got this in it as well. So what this stuff in here is, this isn't like anything special or anything like that, but what it is there for is to stop the from sagging, so it doesn't look like a shitty nappy. Which is obviously very, very good, because nobody wants a shitty nappy plate carrier. If I pull these off, like that, it also has in here, so it's got the MTP outline here, and then obviously inside here, it's like a soft shell type of material. So it doesn't like absorb so much water and sweat and stuff like that. So it's easy to wash off as well. But because it doesn't absorb so much water, you don't get like the rain drag, like where it's like heavy because it's wet, which is good. And it's also quick dry as well. So if it does get wet, it like dries pretty quick. So that's that. We'll talk about the plates and stuff like that now. So I've got obviously my plates here. It's called there's a brand called Guard Dog Armor, and I was actually donated these by a SSO South unit, because I've done some like training and stuff like that for a long time for them, and they kind of gave me these as a gift. But basically it's level 4, so it's a level 4 standalone multi-shot plate. So basically what that means is you couldn't sit there and shoot it all day, but it will stop armor piercing rounds, your 5.45, which is typically what the Russians have. It will stop 7.62 from PKMs and all that stuff like that.
And what about the shrapnel?
Yeah, so these will stop shrapnel as well. As you can see here, on the sides, well, you can't see, but on the sides it's quite soft and squidgy. And basically what that is inside there's like on the back here is like almost like I want to say soft armor type thing on the back. And basically what that does as well, like that also helps prevent like any back deformation. So obviously if you do get struck by a bullet or shrapnel or anything like that, this in here is to obviously help protect you internally as well as physically. So that's the plates. Moving on to my belt kit as well. So this is what I was talking about, where I was saying I'll talk about like the cost and the price of things and stuff like that. As we've all gathered, plate carriers, they are not cheap. You can buy a cheap one for probably like $50, but the reason they're $50 is because it's for airsoft. You know, like it's not going to hold up in battlefield conditions. That scared me. It's not going to it's not going to hold up in battlefield conditions. It's the stitching as well. Like if you're carrying heavy loads, the stitching it sags. The stitching comes loose, your plate carrier sags, and it's obviously designed to like cover up to like your clavicle area and your like your vital organs. And obviously, if it's not covering that, it's useless at that point. So the belt I run is this one here. It's a Dom Systems belt. The belt alone is 160 euros just for the belt, and the inner belt as well, because it's held on by Velcro to my waist. See the Velcro there?
So that's something old. That's something that you didn't buy this time, right?
Yeah, no, I didn't buy this. No, I've had this for about, like 4 or 5 years now. I've had this belt. So it is a very good belt. It's lasted Ukraine, other deployments elsewhere. It's done a lot, this belt.
Wow.
The only thing that's changed is obviously the pouches, this, and obviously my holsters. They've all changed a lot regularly because they're always in use. They get a lot of wear and tear and all this stuff like that. So
I see the Donetsk Oblast patch there on the pouch.
yes,
Yeah, Donbass.
it's good, isn't it? I actually got that in Kramatorsk, that patch as well, which was quite cool. Yeah.
Nice.
So we have my holster here, which is for a pistol, obviously. So with holsters, this one here, I think it come up to, it was about 4,000 grivna, but I obviously got like, because the back bit here, I'm not going to do it because it's a bastard to get on and off, but it can slide on and off if I wanted it to. It's got the safety lock here. I'll show you here. So this basically is like a retention, stops the pistol fucking falling out. I've got Cobra buckles because I like Cobra buckles. But they can vary from, so I've owned this one now for ages, and it's done really, really well, to be fair. It's not cracked or broke or anything like that. But I've also owned Safari Lands, which can cost up to $200 for a holster. And don't get me wrong, they're great holsters. They really, really are. But if you're consistently going through them due to damages of battlefield environments, for me, it's more beneficial just to buy cheap. Well, not too cheap, but nice and cheap, so it's comfortable. And if it does break, you're not going to cry whenever it breaks. It's just replaceable straight away. We move on to this one here. So this is a CCS pouch by Spiritus Systems. So literally, it is just a pouch, right? And this pouch is $130.
Oh shit! Why
right?
so
It's
expensive?
just a fuck knows, bro. It's a pouch, like. But it's $130, right? And it's designed by Spiritus Systems. You can see it there.
For how long have you been carrying that one?
That pouch probably since 2023.
2023.
Yeah.
Okay.
For a long time.
Are you satisfied with the quality?
I am actually. It's really, really good quality, to be fair. The zips are very robust. I've never they've never broke, but if they ever did break, they've got this design where it's like the 2 zips, so you can go one way or the other. I've got a lot of stuff in here, to be fair. I use this as a med kit, so I've obviously got all of my med kit stuff here. So I've got some Celox Rapid. Luckily, that's, as you can see, it's battered.
Wait, is it the powder or?
No, it's a gauze strip. It's a hemostatic agent. Basically, what you do is you like put it on a finger and you just stuff it into a bullet hole.
Yeah. So that's a combat gauze.
Like
that's a good stuff, because the one that you need to, how do you call that?
The powder.
The powder, yeah.
Or injection.
Yeah.
You've got the injection one as well.
It's actually, yeah, the powder that you need to put inside the wound with your hands is not effective at all. It's impossible to stick that one. That's what I heard from medics. This is why they prefer combat gauze bandage instead of that fucking powder.
Because with the powder as well, is it's like you've got to remember, like your casualties like rolling around all the time. So when you're trying to pour powder on to get it directly in such a small hole, It's just never going to happen.
Yeah. And if the blood, especially if it's an arterial blood and it's just spilling and fountaining from the wound, it's impossible to
It's
stick
never
it
going
there.
in, bro. It's
Yeah.
never. But this is why, like, I call this like romantic gauze, because it's quite intimate. It's very intimate, and yeah, a
What
lot
else
of
do you
poking
have there?
about. And then this is a burn dressing here. It's just literally a liquid that I put onto a bandage or something like that. It's just a gel.
Yeah, I know that one.
And then I've got a Israeli bandage here, also known as an FFD.
Oh yeah. Those ones are one of the most beloved by soldiers.
100%, because they come in all different types. I'll tell you. I'll show you my medic cupboard now. So once upon a time, when Fuzzy was a team medic, I had to carry a bag, and it consisted of literally all of this shit.
I didn't
how
know
do I
that you
turn that
were a
around?
medic once.
Yeah, I was just a team medic, so I've obviously got all of this stuff. It just sits in my cupboard at the moment. Medications as well. We've got the EcoFlow. We've got the Bluetti. Like, my house has just become a storage point.
Your girlfriend probably hates you for that.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, well, she wasn't impressed, because when I walked through the door, I was like, "Oh, I've left Gore." She was like, "Oh, where are you putting all your stuff?" I went, "Well, I've got some of it in Kharkiv, but I'm bringing all like the expensive stuff here." And they were like, "No, you can't do that." And I was like, "Well, it's outside." So it got thrown in the cupboards. But yeah, so that's that. But no, so I'll talk about the chest seals as well. These ones here, they're fox seals. You get all different kinds of chest seals. These are probably my favorite seals because of how well vented they are. There's loads of ventilation on it as well, and they're like super sticky. Moving on to my magazine pouches now. I've obviously got my magazines here.
Quick mention of donations. Let me do it. One from Nikki
Yeah,
Hill.
sure, bro.
$50 from Nikki Hill. Tickets to Rollers, guys. Nikki wants to give all of her tickets now to you. You gotta know that because she won that one yesterday. So Fuzzy, this
That's
is
cool,
Roman's signature. This one's mine. This Arabic one is from a Swedish guy named Sebastian. He was on the stream yesterday, and that's from his Ukrainian girlfriend. Her name is Katerina. So, yeah.
That's cool, bro. So now somebody's got a piece of Roman. She's the first one to have a piece of Roman.
Not the first one, but yeah, a Roman signature. Yeah, Nikki was lucky to win this one yesterday. And what? And there was if I'm not mistaken, that ticket was gifted, but I might be mistaken. It doesn't matter much if it was gifted or not. She was the winner, but $12.16 from Lola also. Exchange rate is so bad. One ticket, please. Slava Ukrainian. Love to all Rollers and Fuzzy. Thank you for being a legend.
No, you guys are the legends. I'm just here.
Of course, that's what he will say. Well, I like Fuzzy. I like you also because you're a simple guy. Like you're not saying, "Oh, we're so badass. We've been there. We killed hundreds of Russians." Like that shit. You know that's some. Usually, people who say that they never done that. they don't do anything. Yeah. Like usually they. But yeah, those who just do their work and they do it good. Guys like you. You guys usually humble, and I am really happy that you're like that. I mean, I like you for that. So, guys,
humble is the best policy, right?
Yeah, I agree. So, guys, a bit less than $300 left to raise for today to leave me. No, not leave me. Yeah, to leave me, guys. You will go and leave me, and I'll be here at home, not alone, of course, but I'm gonna be sitting and either saying, "Oh yeah, we did it, $500, we raised it today." That's the minimum I am hoping for. But of course, it can be differently. It can be like that. Oh shit, we didn't even raise $500 today. I'm anxious. But
we will get there.
We'll get there. So guys, please send your donations, and here's the patch on the raffle. It's pretty well made. I like how it's stitched. Look at this, and send your donations and get tickets for this beauty. And Fuzzy, please. I also wanted to mention that you received a medkit. One of your brothers in arms, right? Received a medkit from Helena.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
And you were very fond of that medkit. So can you please share your opinion now here on the stream also, not only on Discord? Thank you.
No, of course, yeah. So the med kit, when he received it, like, I've been donated lots of medical kits in Ukraine. And don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful for any medical kit, because any medical kit is better than nothing.
Yeah.
But when it was given to me, like he showed it to me, he passed it to me, I was like, what the fuck have you put in here? A brick? Because it was like so thick. And when I opened it up, it was like what I would carry in like a whole med kit, like a whole CLS bag for for an individual. He had it on like just attached to his waist. So instantly it was there, like I was kind of like, hang on a fucking minute, like, do you know how to use any of this? And he was there like, yeah, I do, yeah. And he did, to be fair. But it was just like there was so much stuff in there, and I was so shocked. Like, even I'll show you one thing here as well. Like these things. Like, it contained 2. And normally, like, you'll be lucky to even receive 1, and he had 2 in his.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had 2.
We usually put 1. I mean, I help her to assemble those medkits. I come to their place there with Anton, her husband, like once or 2 weeks, and we assemble 2 or 3 each of those. Yeah, and I usually put 1 needle there. How did he get 2?
I don't know. I'm not complaining because I now have that.
The extra
I now
one.
have the needle D.
Sometimes Helena, sometimes she's like, let's put 2 in this one. Let's put 3 of these things in this one, like extra napkin. So she's like, very generous and
give and give.
Yeah.
I love it. But so I have the needle D from that med kit. He has one, and I obviously have one now as well. But no, the kit, it's honestly like, even like the brand of the items that are in there, it's not cheap crap. It's it's all very, very good European kit. There is, I think, was there a Ukrainian gauze in there as well?
There is one Ukrainian that is called Krovospas, and I think it's pretty good. But the second one is the Quick Clot, the green one.
The Quick Clot, yeah.
And I think that one could be stuck into the wound even twice, she told me. The green one, because there's another Quick Clot that is not in the green package. There's some other color. That one is worse than this one. So the green one is pretty advanced.
Because I looked at the reviews of that green one on the internet. Only positive things. Only positive, which was impressive, because normally, like, we see stuff and it's just there like, well, what is that? And it's just like, okay, well, we'll look into it. And sometimes it's from China or wherever. But no, it was Ukrainian gauze, and all the reviews was really, really good. So we kept as well. All
that one, that one is called Krovospas, and you can translate it like the savior of the blood.
Savior of the blood.
Yeah. So
amazing,
guys. So yeah, you gotta remember that when you're donating here, part of it always goes to those medkits, and they already saved some lives. El Greco, my friend, was resupplying some medkits from Helena, and then he needed to use them again. So you already contributed to some life savings, and that's what I know about directly. And a lot of soldiers share it only with Halina, not with me, obviously, because she's supplying most of them. And I'm just like, just sometimes when Fuzzy or El Greco asks me to help with that, and I don't think anyone else asked, but I usually don't say it to every soldier that, hey guys, also I have a friend who makes medkits, because she has so many requests already that if I'm gonna start telling about her to everyone, we would have to contribute not 500 each week to her, but 1,500, I would say.
Easy.
At least. Yeah, it's gonna be easy, but yeah, guys, I remind you.
No, it's not easy, but like minimum $1,500 easily a week if you told everyone.
Yeah.
100%.
And yeah, guys, so you're also contributing with to that initiative. $20 from Andreas Lech. Love to rollers, Fuzzy included. GG Rick for keeping us rolling. By the way, Fuzzy, do I have your Nova Posta address?
I think I sent it to you before. I'll resend it again just in case.
Because I gotta get your new one, because you sent me the one from some village there on the east where you were stationed.
Yeah, so that was Zaporizhia one. So I'll send you the Odessa one.
Yeah, please send me the Odessa one. I will send you the Rick Roller patch. You don't have that one yet, right?
No, I do not.
Yeah,
no.
because you're a roller now, man, and you gotta get that one.
Love it.
And the second one is gonna be from Andres. It's gonna be Andres. I don't know if I should show it or I need to just not spoil it and send it as a surprise.
If it's the blue and green, the blue and yellow one, then I've seen it and I want it and I need it.
It's this one, right?
Yes, that's the one I need.
Rolling together to victory. Yeah, this one is gonna be from Andres, and I'm gonna help him with that. Okay, so yeah, we discussed that. What's next on the agenda? Let's think. I think what? Yeah, guys, I want to remind you that $280 ideally to raise as minimum today. So please send your donations, get the tickets for this patch. By the way, one more donation to mention from yesterday that I did not mention because yesterday it happened after the stream already. Or maybe it was tonight even. Let me see. I cannot check already, but it's already today. It happened today, so it's $60 from Junjo, and she said next, Skipias gave me 3 $20 Steam gift cards. Slava Ukraini. I don't think this would bring tickets, but so please give them to Skipias. Love Junjo. Okay, so 6 tickets to Skipias for this patch from Junjo. Thank you for your donation, Junjo, and thank you, Skippy, or Skipias, many names he has, for that Steam gift cards initiative. Fuzzy, did you already buy some games with that?
Yeah, so it was strange because I couldn't redeem the code.
You could not.
No, so we've worked our way around it. So basically, I just added him as a friend on Steam, and then he just gifted me the game via that way. So if you do struggle, if you can't accept the codes or you're worried about the codes not being accepted, just add him on Steam and he will just gift you the game that you need.
Nice.
But yeah, no, I had no problems. It was really easy, to be fair.
Awesome. What Andres did say there? Yeah, I love that Fuzzy loves it.
It's a cool patch.
Yeah, I also like that you made that photo today for the thumbnail and the background was black sheep flag. So yeah, that was pretty awesome move too. So pretty good thumbnail we got today.
No problem.
Okay, Kenty Laden, hello my friend, how you doing? Hello Ronnie, where are you from? It feels like no, you're different, Ronnie. You're not Ronnie Rankin, right? Because I think I know only that one. Okay, guys, I'm waiting for more donations. Please send them because, oh, by the way, new fundraiser we have. This is going to be for another car repair station for soldiers from the separate presidential brigade. We were helping them with one to bring electricity there, and they're now expanding, and in a new building they need to do the same. They need to get some cables installed, and they need to buy all of that. They also will buy a laptop, the used one, for 15,000 hryvnias. So yeah, that's a cheap, but the used one you can buy some decent one for that price. I mean, I'm like not the slow one that's gonna be lagging and stuff, but something that is okay. They will also buy a printer. They will have an office there, of course, for documents. This is why they need that for. What they need that for. And what else? And also for domkrat. How do you have that word in English, Fuzzy? Something that you lift the car with, like
A jack.
a jack.
Yeah. A jack where it goes under the car and lifts the car up.
So is it the first letter is A, or is
No,
it like
J? Like
J?
Jack.
Jack,
Like
just
the name
Jack.
Jack.
But you said A Jack, and I was like, maybe it's A Jack is the name.
No, Jack.
Jack. Okay. So Jack, yes, guys, they will buy 4 jacks. Also with the money, I have the list. He written down it in Ukrainian for me today. Said he don't speak English. Yeah. So okay, guys, I have one more donation, and it's, hey, I did not read the comment of Andreas Lach. $20 from Andreas Love to Rollers, Fuzzy included. Oh no, I actually read that. I forgot. Sorry. $20 from Giancarlo now. 1 ticket for Rollers and the delivery for the flag. Okay, but may I ask you to send it separately? As a separate payment, and then I will get extra $10 for our fundraiser. Giancarlo, do you have extra $10? Because if I receive the compensation for shipping on PayPal, that's the only exception when I take money from my PayPal and not donate them. It's compensation for shipment. But guys, if you have not the means, but like the ability to send that through the base, add in 9% considering fees and taxes, I will be grateful to you. It's going to be more fair and more official than PayPal. Like from PayPal, I'm just sending this to my, but yeah, you can keep doing that. It's not big sums of money, just $10 here, 20 there, and of course you can do it that way. But yeah, Giancarlo, tell me what you think about it. Welcome everyone who's joining the stream. Don't forget to like it, please, and to send a donation, of course. We still need to raise, let me tell you, $260. Easy peasy. We do that on Wednesdays. Easy. So guys, please send your donations. I think we're gonna get there 100%. Okay, Fuzzy, you want to show us more? Tell us more? What do you think?
Yeah, I can do. I'm just currently mollying something. So Bina was talking about
can you turn the
MOLLE
camera
system?
the way so we can see the mollying?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because
so Bina was talking about, does it have a MOLLE system?
Mm-hmm.
You've got, I believe, 2 types of MOLLE. So you've obviously got regular MOLLE like so, which is just like this. And then you also have laser cut. So laser cut is like where it's just really fine line.
This one is called laser cut. And
Yeah, 'cause it's very,
I
very
didn't
small.
know that roundy molly is the classical one.
Yeah, so this is like your normal MOLLE here, and it's, think of it like stitching. So you go in through like that, and you pull it out, and then you basically have to then weave it through the pouch, back in again, and so on. The benefits between the different kinds of MOLLE with the laser cut is it's tighter, so it doesn't flap. Don't get me wrong, even if you do this one properly, if you actually do it properly, it won't move at all, but it's just not as tight as the laser cut, because obviously with the laser cut there's a lot less room for the like the fabric and the straps to move. But they are more finicky, and they do piss people off a lot more because it's so tight. It's a lot more difficult to get yourself in there.
I was actually days ago, MOLLE, and
No.
on the laser cut here, there are Velcro panels, the small ones,
Yeah.
here, and it's really hard to get it there. Fingers are not happy, but that's okay. You can do it. Like, no problem.
It's like there's sometimes where like I'll be mollying something and I'll just start sweating because it is like a workout sometimes.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so hard. It's like
Yeah, I got the same. I was sweating a bit. So yeah, sorry for interrupting you. Just curious, also, you see, asking all those questions.
it's
So,
cool.
please tell us about that inside thing with circles. There was an addition that you also bought for this one, right?
Yeah, the shoulder straps.
Shoulder straps. What do they do?
Yeah. Second.
What do they do?
I'll get them for you now. Give me a second.
Awesome. 10 more bucks from Curtis B. Slava Ukraini. Pyro Kurt needs a ticket. Awesome, Pyro Kurt. A ticket for you. 250 left to race today, guys, as a minimum. But of course, we can go above that. But let's see. I'm, as always, optimistic.
Yeah.
So,
So these things here. It's very like as you can see, like it's not doesn't look like much, right? But yeah, as you saw, they were like 3,200 hryvnia. So what's that in dollars? Like what, $80?
75, 80. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So you can see, like, just for such a small thing, it's very expensive. But you get different types as well. So I'll show you Noodle's plate carrier. So if I turn this around, so you can set it up all differently. So as you can see, Noodle here, he's got his med kit. He's got the same little utility pouch as I have. He has this pouch here, which is like a dump pouch, where you just put like empty magazines in it. It hangs down from him here.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has his dick guard there, which obviously protects his dick from frag.
Mm-hmm.
And these are his shoulder straps here. We call these ones socks. I don't know whether that's the proper name for them, but they are just, as you can see, like just like that, and they have the padding inside them. These are really, really comfy. Unfortunately, they're not that practical for me because with my ones, the reason you have the holes, if I can turn that around again, the reason we have the holes here is for like your whip on your radio, so like your antenna. So when I put my radio in, rather than having an antenna waving around or being stuffed away, it's like you feed it through here, and your radio is can always point up at the sky, which is, as a detachment commander, it's very beneficial to obviously have that, because then I can always maintain comms, and I don't risk damaging my antenna. So that's why these ones are more practical for me, so I can always stay in comms and obviously keep people up to date with what's going on.
Do you have the radio with you so we can see how it works? Because I still don't get it.
I think so, yeah. Hang on.
Okay. That's interesting, right, guys? I am enjoying this. And as you can see, I'm not working on the sheet as I promised, because it's super interesting. But I'll try to start working on it. Okay. Well, only I need to do it right now. You don't need to do it right now. I mean, right? It's only me who's demanding it from himself.
I haven't got a radio, but what I do have is a glow stick that can imitate a radio antenna. So obviously, with antennas, like you can get them down to like your normal like 3-4 inch ones like this, and then obviously you can get like your whips where it's above like 8 inches. And basically, what you do is, I'll do it roughly for you, just so you get a rough understanding. Is on here like that. It just velcros onto the bottom.
You can show on your right on your plate carrier, because you attached it there already.
What, this?
What about the other ones that are like kind of inside, at the bottom? The same circles there at the bottom.
Oh, these ones?
Yeah, these circles.
Yeah, see, they're really tight. I can't get anything through them.
I mean,
So
why? Those were those a part of plate carrier? Those that are on your waist, or they
on my
were?
cummerbund,
Yeah, these. Uh-huh.
yeah. So they come with the cummerbund, and it stops it from bending or
Ah,
going
okay.
flappy. So
Okay.
they're literally just there to make it solid and rigid.
I wonder why they needed to make circles inside of them.
I think it's just for aesthetic reasons. I think that's
The
literally
economy of material, man,
it.
actually.
Exactly. But no, so it sits on like this,
Uh-huh,
like
yeah.
that. And then basically, if you, however long your antenna is, you get to like pick whatever circle you want. That's beneficial for you.
Uh-huh.
And you just slide it up like that, and
Get
then
it
it'll
out.
just come through
I mean, I wonder
that.
what it helps with.
So with the antennas, if you have an antenna pointing at the ground,
Ah.
obviously you're like it affects the signal. But if your antenna's pointing at the sky, obviously you're going to get more range on that antenna.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is why with these ones, it basically, instead of bending the antenna so it sits pointing down, it will still maintain like a
Okay, got
upright
it.
position.
So this thing really helps, and it really works, because I need to just see the antenna sticking out off it and looking up with my own eyes to believe you.
No, I get it. Yeah,
I mean,
it sounds like a mental idea, but it's
it
the small
works.
things like this which do really help. Because there's been times where it's like I've had like cummerbunds where it's like they don't have the holes, and I've had to bend it round and fold it like so it's pointing down behind my back,
Yeah.
and nobody can get in contact with me apart from other random people. But it's like if I need to speak to a specific human being, but they're like ages away, because of the direction of the antenna, I'm not going to get the signal. So it's beneficial to have these just so it points up at the sky.
Yeah.
I'll also show you this other med kit as well. I'm not going to open it because it's a pain in the ass. But basically, you just slide it in the back here, like that. You pull it tight. And then what this will do is this will hang like onto the back, like that. It'll just hang like this.
Mm-hmm.
And it flaps around a little bit, but you don't really notice it. But it just sits there like that. It's a little bleed pouch. It's like nothing crazy in there, and it just sits like that. And if you need it, you just pull these tags very hard. I actually bought that from a Ukrainian guy. It's called MOLLE Ammunition. Have you ever heard of them?
Nope.
So MOLLE Ammunition, they do their own version of like all of the big brands, like Spiritus, Shore Concepts, all this stuff like that. And basically, recently these have started rolling out the last year, 2 years or so. And he decided that he was going to make his own version. And if I wanted to buy one from MTAC, it's like 2,000 grivna. But with him, it was like 800 grivna. So it was like less than half the price. Does just as good as a job, and it's been everywhere. Like everywhere I go, it's come with me. And as you can see, there's no damages, no rips, absolutely nothing. So he's a really cool guy. He's all about helping soldiers and obviously making kits. This is where I've got the med bag from as well. Him as well. You can see the little Malva thing there. I think there. You see it?
Malva.
Yeah. So I'll send you the his Instagram page.
No need. I won't be buying
No?
that,
Sure.
at least for now. When I need it, I'll ask you.
Sure, bro. But he does all sorts of crazy stuff. Really, really nice guy as well. Odessa based as well. But yeah, I was also the placard as well. So I can put 4 magazines in here. And the way I attach it is I just put a buckle in here and I clip it on, and it just sits literally like that. Very, very easy. it's a lot more modular as well, which is the good thing about these plate carriers. Is if I ever go right, I want to change this, I don't have to change my whole plate carrier. I can just buy that specific item for it, which is very cost efficient, especially here. But yeah,
Fuzzy, there was one more thing that costs 7,000 hryvnias. What's that?
yeah, the cummerbund. This.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, so this is, as I say, it doesn't look like much, but it's very expensive.
Where do you attach it? Like, what's the point of attachment?
So
Ah,
at the back.
you actually showed us that, right?
Yeah. So this is the 7,500 one. You can see here.
Yeah.
And as I say, it doesn't look like much, but compared to other cummerbunds you get on the market, this is definitely up there with one of the best. As I say, like these circle things here, they hold it so it's rigid and it doesn't go all saggy.
Is it some
And
kind
it's
of a
also designed-
plastic polymer?
Yeah, it's polymer. On the internals here, on these circle bits, it is polymer, and it's also there to distribute the weight around the user's body, which is obviously pleasant, so it's not all just on one side, which is really nice. So yeah, as you can see, like it just sits on like this. When I have it set up properly, I'll get a proper picture sent. Click it on like that, and it sits like that, just above the just below the clavicles, and it's like this. And then obviously you slap your thing on.
What about, I know there are different sizes of those plate carriers, right? And the plates themselves that cover more. This size seems like either or small or the middle size.
Yeah, so it's a medium-sized plate carrier. So with the carrier, with my body, I'll say, my body is designed, I say it's designed. I can only physically have medium plates. If I have smalls, it doesn't provide me with enough protection.
Yeah.
If I have large, it's just too big for me. So it's designed to have medium plates inside there. This is what I was trying to say to my mum as well. I was like, yeah, it looks small, but it's like, it's not. It's like designed for my body. Like that's the way it is.
I mean, yeah. Anyway, the neck is almost always not protected. You only need to use those collars, or how do you call them? And they're usually like Kevlar, right?
Yeah, so they're like the soft armor Kevlar lining stuff. And you can have them. I know a guy who used to wear one religiously all the time. But with me, I can't wear it. One, because I've got radios and headsets coming out my arsehole and just wires all around my head all the time. But it's also, I don't like wearing them. I don't know why. Like with me personally, it's like if it's gonna hit me in the neck, it's like I'm fucking done anyway. Like I can wear all the protection I want. It doesn't, like if something lands next to me, it's kind of like, well, that's me anyway.
It depends on the size of the shrapnel that's gonna hit your neck.
I think I've got a piece of shrapnel actually from a Kinzel.
What's a Kinzel?
It's a Russian rocket.
Ah, Kinjal.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Guys, I want to remind you that we still need to raise $250 and you stop donating. Those of you who just joined and did not donate but have the means to do so, and most importantly have the intent to donate for the current fundraiser for 2 electronic warfare devices for Kraken and the new one for 75,000, the smaller one. Now for this week for the car station, I called it, but yeah, different stuff there, like 1 laptop, 1 printer, 4 jacks that you lift your car with, not like the name of the person. Yeah. And not a jack. So 4 jacks, which will cost 24,000 hryvnias, just for 4 jacks, printer plus laptop 20,000. And in the list, there's a lot of electrical cables, switches, and stuff like that they need to equip that building with. So yeah, guys.
If
Please.
whoever donates, I'm going to say $100. If you want my lucky shrapnel, and this is the only bit of shrapnel I ever kept because it nearly took my lips off. You can have my lucky shrapnel.
It won't work
Okay.
like that, man. We need to do the raffle because people will donate. Like many of them can donate 100. What will we do now? I mean, if that happens, what will you do?
We'll just cut a piece off.
That's a good idea. So, guys, what do you think? Well, Fuzzy, do you think it's going to be easy to cut it off?
I doubt it. I doubt it. But no, I will say, guys, as well, like for these med kits, everybody, Boston, you fucking vile dog. Everybody that receives a med kit is always very appreciative. It's like, as you've seen, like I've got a cupboard full of medical stuff like that. But if somebody said to me, like, and it was just a random guy, this is going to sound really horrible, can I have a bandage? Because I don't have one.
Mm-hmm.
Normally you tell them no. Because it's like, that kit is for you and your guys. It's not like with medical supplies, like where you have like an endless supply. Stop. Where you have an endless supply chain, where it's like with a Western army, they're just going to come and keep giving you like bandages and stuff like that. The med kit that I've got in the cupboard, it's took me since 2023 to basically just gather as much stuff as that. And even still then, like we're always missing stuff out of it, you know, like you can never have enough of it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why, like with Helena's medkits, like when I saw the size of it and, you know, the utensils and the kit that's actually in it, you know, like your money does go a very, very long way inside that medkit, because for a tourniquet, it's like $30-40 in Ukraine. I know, like, I'm pretty sure it's about the same, like if you was to order from Amazon in the UK or the US or something like that. But it's like, you go to Abrams and you try and buy a med kit and it's like, we ain't got any, because they're always disappearing. So always, guys, when it comes to medical supplies, even if it's just $1, like $1 is, you know, it goes a long way, you know, like don't get me wrong. If you donate $1, then that's $29 left for a tourniquet or a chest seal, you know. And then somebody else might donate $5, and then it's a case of right now we only need $25, you know, like, or $24. It always helps. So please, guys, please donate to the stream and to this fundraisers.
To Rick's PayPal specifically.
Yes.
Donating to the stream is possible. I think that might be a super chat of memberships. By the way, guys, you know, please someone test the memberships if they're being given to anyone today. Maybe one to test it. Thank you. But yeah, send money to my PayPal or to the base if you cannot use the PayPal. Ukrainian's base. Oh yeah, by the way, Tuna also took part in assembling the medkit. Once she was here in Kyiv, we went to Helena, and Tuna Ottoson assembled it, and she says, I did a Helena medkit. Shit, it was packed with loads and loads. Yeah. It is packed. It is.
But it's like, how much is that medkit just for one?
$150.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, and that is because she's getting it for good prices. She's looking for some good price, and if not that, it would cost her $170, $180. And also there are two tourniquets in that one, guys. One is cat tourniquet, and they try to order it in the United States for the better price and for the perfect, well, authentic quality, right? And they get good prices. Second tourniquet is Siege, a Ukrainian certified tourniquet. That's the only Ukrainian tourniquet that is certified. if I'm not mistaken, is siege. And in Ukrainian army, for the medical services, our government is providing this tourniquet. It's Ukrainian made. It is, and it is effective.
Is it a mechanical?
Just, what's the analog of that one? What do you mean by mechanical?
So with your normal cap tourniquets, it's just Velcro and then you twist. With the mechanicals, it's like sometimes they have a buckle where you buckle, pull, then stuff like that. Or is it designed like the cats, or is it like?
It's more like the cats, but instead of those two, how do you call that? Like
the wind, where you put the windlass, where you put the stick.
They have such a triangle, and you put that stick into the metal triangle. The stick is also metal, and it kind of being fixated in that. But it's not handy at all if you have the wound. You need to have the small motorics with your fingers, and it's not always possible. So I personally don't like that one. I tried to put that one on. Cat tourniquet is much easier to put on than that one, but of course it comes with training, and any training need to be also tested with the real combat. And but it is popular among soldiers in Ukraine, and they like it. So Halina is always putting the second tourniquet, which is a Ukrainian made siege. Okay, guys, so no more donations yet, so it seems that it will work, but not now. I mean, our encouragement and stories about that. But what? But Fuzzy, I wanted to ask you, how's it going with transferring to Azov?
Well, where the fuck do I start, mate? So they basically messaged the other week and they wanted more documents, which is fine. We had all of the documents, so they've received all of the documents that they requested. But it was also, they were asking for the same documents that we had already sent. So they originally just wanted scans, so we sent them scans. And then it was, oh no, we need like actual copies. So we had to go print them, send them, and then, even though when we went to Kyiv, we actually had the documents there, and we said, here you go, please take them, because they were a pain in the ass to get. And they were like, nah, we don't need them, just send us a scan. And we were like, right, okay, cool.
I remember that story, yeah.
You told us. So we done that, sent them the scans, and then it was 2-3 days ago, we had a message of them asking to send them like actual like copies of them, or like certified copies. So we done all of that. We signed our security background clearance stuff already, so it should be this coming week. I should go for my medical, I believe. The medical is not really an issue. It's mainly just to see, because I've already passed the medical. I'll have to go through the whole same system again, but it's not as strict, if that makes sense. It's more just making sure I haven't picked up any diseases or viruses along the way. So I'll go in there, do that. There's no blood test or piss test or anything like that. It's very straightforward and easy to do. So yeah, we'll do that, and then hopefully straight after we sign contracts, they give us like 2-3 days to just pack our lives up again, and then we head to the north of the country, where we go and basically train, really just practice, do a little bit more recruitment for the fire support company, and then that should be it. But at the moment we're struggling to find guys that want to do we're not really struggling to find them. It's people, they get put off the whole fire support thing, where they think it's very, very boring. but when they actually go to the front and they realize they're not really doing that much because they physically can't because of the drone threat, they all end up going, "Oh, what's it like in Mortars, mate?" And it's like, "Yeah, it's good fun, mate. Like, I'm always shooting, always working," and then they want to come over. So we'll probably go do a bit of recruitment whilst we're up there as well. Obviously, because it's a new battalion, there's not a lot of us, which is nice. And they've given us the freedom to do it how we want to do it, as long as it's not retarded and it makes sense and everybody can understand it. But no, yeah, so it should be next week where, you know, everything gets sorted. Hopefully I'll get my medical smashed out of the way in one day. When I come to Kyiv, obviously I'll drop you a text.
Awesome.
Hopefully we can link up, maybe grab a coffee or something like that.
Would be cool.
But yeah, no, it's just typical bureaucracy, bro. As I'm sure you're very aware as a Ukrainian. As much as it needs to be done, it's a fucking pain in the ass. And sometimes I sit there and I say to myself, like, bro, like you're in the middle of a fucking war and you want to sit there and fill me with paperwork rather than let me fight. You know, I get very arsey and I've, you know, come up with all these excuses as to why they shouldn't do it and why they don't need to do it. But in the long run, it's the system, and that's the way their system is. So you've just got to grit your teeth and just, you know, bear with it. Don't get me wrong. Like when I joined the army in the UK, it was very, very simple. They basically done it all for you. All you had to do was just sign papers and go to a meeting, and that was about it. But in Ukraine, it's like you have to be there. You have to sign this. Which is a good thing, really, because then like there's definitely no forgery and stuff like that. But it takes a lot longer because even though I'll sit there and say to them like, "Oh well," like they just sit and keep drinking fucking coffees, like they are doing the admin, and because there is a war, obviously there's a lot of administration, so it's not always their fault. But unfortunately, they do bear the brunt of any frustration or anger. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with it at the minute. If it's not done by next week, I've already said that I'll just go to Kyiv. I'll just get a hostel or something like that where I can go to the office every day and just harass them. So they thought it was quite funny. They didn't really care whether I came to Kyiv or not because obviously it's not going to make a difference. But it just felt better, you know, saying, "Oh, well, I'll just come there and just harass you then, bro." But yeah. How are you doing anyway? Like, how's everything on your side? You remind me a lot of mine.
Yesterday we had a very unusual stream, the hippie one with Roman. We went to Sebastian, who lives on Podil, and his apartment, his room, appeared to be filled with Carpathian rags, and we sit on the floor. He played some flute, we raised some money, we talked about his volunteer organization he works in. They do, the project is called Repower. What they do, they send medics, they send Ukrainian battle medics, and medics, not only, like, you call battle medics those who go to the
combat medics,
combat medics, but there are also medics who work on stabilization points. You don't call those battle medics, right? Combat medics.
Well, I don't know, I do, because a lot of the combat medics that I've worked with, they rotate in and out, so some of them do the combat medic side and then some of them will do the stab point. So yeah, I suppose you could call them a combat medic. It's not really any different. If they have to go and pick them up from the trench, then obviously they're going to have to go and get them from a trench. So yeah, I'd say they're combat medics. Okay,
so they take combat medics to Sweden for 10 days, or sometimes to Denmark, and once to Spain, or 2 times to Spain. And they basically put them on retreat to restart, you know, because a lot of them are burning out. A lot of them have the loss because Russians send missiles to stabilization points too, and it kills their brothers and sisters in arms. And basically to like, yeah, this is why it is called repower. They restart. Like there is a documentary film about that project, about that initiative, and medics themselves are saying that that thing helps. It's like with any other work, your vacation, like a proper one where you go and really rest and not working on your vacation, it gives you the chance to really get some energy, get some powers, and feel better, feel refreshed, and what? Great going, Mark. Big salute. Thank you, Mark, for 10 gifted memberships. And before that, you guys tested it today with 5 from Alvin Archer, 10 from Nikki Hill, and 1 from Johnny Nedregard. Thank you. And you know they exist. $2 super chat. Come on. Scrape the cupboard as we approach 3 years. Yeah, guys, come on. Not a single donation after whose donation? That was Curtis B. around, 40 minutes ago already. Yeah, it's really getting harder some weeks lately, but some weeks are fantastic. But anyway, a lot of people say that they're getting exhausted. Their budgets are getting exhausted. Some of them lose jobs because of the stupid Trump's new rules and laws, and just the stupid how did they call it, DOGE department.
Yeah, Dogecoin or whatever it was or something.
Doge, but what's the D abbreviation of that department? DOGE.
I have no idea. But that's I'm pretty sure I watched Elon Musk do an interview. Well, I think it was ages ago, where he was saying like everybody could work at home. Like I'm pretty sure he was the one saying like in good support that like people could work at home. Or no, it wasn't. No, he was the one. Yeah, he took over Twitter and then just fired a load of people in Twitter, didn't he? Just completely fucked them all off, and that's basically what he's done now. A bit of a retarded move, in my opinion.
Yeah, Department of Government Efficiency, so-called efficiency. Yeah, basically, I think they're trying to destroy the institutions in US and make it a total chaos of state. But what the fuck do I know? I'm just a Ukrainian,
I said I'm just a Brit. Like, I'm just a Brit, bro.
Well, yeah, Brits and Ukrainians, but yeah, there are people from US there. They have their opinions, and of course, most of them in the chat right now, they don't like what Trump is doing.
To be fair, like you can't really blame them because a lot of the American followers and stuff like that, like all these people voted for Trump because he said, like there's going to be more jobs, there's going to be more of this, people are, very pro-American at the time. And then he comes in, he's there like, you can't work from home anymore, you can't do this, you can't do that. And then thousands of people lose their jobs. And it's just like, instead of like creating jobs, you've axed near on thousands. Do you know what I mean? Thousands of people out of work. It's like, it doesn't make any sense, bro.
I wonder what's the intent. Like, what? Like, not the intent, the goal. Like, what's the goal of it? Like, I doubt any efficiency comes from that because Elon Musk is a liar and he's also spreading Russian propaganda. So people like him, they don't have honest and like decent intents.
But Trump even turned around and said, this is coming away from Elon Musk a little bit, but I suppose they're both besties now, bum boys, aren't they? But Trump is now turning around saying, like, it was Ukraine who started the war. Is that like, well, I'm pretty sure it was the Russians who walked over the border, bro. Like,
oh my God. Like, in the last 2 days, Trump just became like it's Russian propagandist, like literally. Before that, he was kind of not so direct, but now he's being fed all those Russian propaganda narratives, and I wonder if he really believes them or just needs to say them to play along with Putin. anyway, it doesn't mean that he will do that, because you see, I read an interesting article, not an article, like a post today, from one of the experts, but I usually don't like to listen to experts, but I still believe some of them. And he said that actually Trump, so this deal for the rare earth metals, right? They, as it appeared, they tried to basically, I don't know, colonize Ukrainian minerals. Like the agreement was so ridiculous. Like they take like 50% of all the profits. They invest nothing. They have everything frozen if Ukraine tries to change something. Like Ukraine won't be able to do anything. Everything is going to be arrested. Like all the facilities, all the business will be arrested if Ukraine tries to do something, if that agreement was signed. So that is like a really fascist agreement that do not give any sovereignty to Ukraine. And what happened? They tried to blackmail Ukraine. Like the meeting with J.D. Vance won't happen if you won't sign this agreement. And Zelensky refused to sign it. And wow, the meeting with J.D. Vance happened anyway. So what we need to do, we need to be strong, and we need not to what's the word?
Be
for
desperate,
that?
really.
Yeah, we should not be desperate, and we should not lean or not fall in. There's a term for that. Like, give in. Yeah, we should not give in for their blackmail. We need to stand on our feet solidly, and we just need to keep pushing for agreements that we need with them, and not
well, it's a fair one, mainly. It's like we all need an agreement of some sort, of course, but it's got to be fair. If it's not played out the way it should be or correctly, then obviously it's going to piss a lot of people off in Ukraine. If Zelensky signed that deal, right, saying, "Oh fuck it, just have all of it, just stop it," a lot of people off. Like,
but come on, in that agreement there was nothing about security guarantees. It was just taken, not given anything in return. So there's no reason for us to sign it. And I mean, what they're saying, their blackmail, it's just like with Russians. They can say that this is the red line. This will not happen if you don't do this. And it will happen. We just need not to believe their red lines, just like we don't believe the red lines of Russians, and we can attack any Russian facility or territory, and they will just not use those fucking nuclear weapons as they say they would, because they're bluffing. And Trump is the same kind of bully. He's bluffing, and he is just pushing hard to get what he wants. And it doesn't mean that he will get what he wants, because we can also be the same. We can just say that we will what? I don't know, but we need to be stronger, much stronger than the bully. And now we have two bullies to deal with. Like before, we had just Russia pushing us and wanting to. Now they're pushing for the election and saying that Zelensky is illegitimate and that 4% of Ukrainians wants him only. Latest poll in Ukraine, one of the most famous organizations, had 57% of support for Zelensky from Ukrainians. And he says 4%. It's something that Russia is feeding him. And Zelensky today, he said, okay, we will make polls in all Ukrainian organizations, and we will see the support not only for me. We will check the support of Ukrainians for Trump, for Erdogan, for anyone else, like any partners of ours, yeah, he says, why not? Let's do it for everyone. And oh, believe me, after the statements that Trump started saying for the last few days, like he will get 4%, like more likely. Like that dude is not trusted here in Ukraine, at least by conscious people. Come on. That man is a first-class liar, and he will lie his way out. Prometheus UA tells me in Ukrainian. Рік, якраз є сенс поговорити про те, що я написав тобі в Дискорді. Те, що ми вже зараз знищуємо більшість росіян своїми силами, без США ми небагато втрачаємо. Yes, you're correct, Prometheus UA. That's what you told me in your statement there in Discord channel. Not channel, in direct messages. But so Prometheus UA pointed that thing out, which, yes, I also agree with 100%. We don't really need US these days because 80%, approximately 80% of all the eliminations on the front line are happening with drones. FPV drones, Vampire drones, right? Then what do we have? What else do we have there?
DJIs?
DJI Mavics, yeah, that's the small percent of that. But still, FPV drones and Vampire drones, they're doing most of the work of stopping Russian assaults and really getting rid of the occupiers. But artillery, yes, it's needed, but damn it, in this war, it's not even 20% of all. Considering that we don't have, usually we have a deficit of artillery shells, right? So we got used to live without it, I guess. Most of it. Of course, we still are dependent on it sometimes, and some operations cannot be done without artillery. But still, it's not the main. Now it's not the main elimination method, or how do you call that?
The good thing about the FPVs and the artillery and stuff like that is it's not that they can repel or slow down an assault. They can physically stop it.
Exactly.
Because
And
you drop a 155 artillery round on a Russian assault. If you drop one or two and they're accurate, it does think twice. About coming forward. Because once they're within that FPV range, that they're fucked. Because then they just get swarmed and it's like wasps.
Yeah. And guys, those FPVs are being made in Ukraine. US is not supplying us with any of that. So that is that is covered by Ukraine. The long-range drones are not being supplied by US, and those hypersonic drones, Palanitsa, they start being produced massively now, and they're going to be used this year much widely. And Ukraine is basically replacing what we did not get from the States with our own production and our own methods of strike, right? So Ukrainian missile program is still not at its best, but it's being developed, at least for propaganda. Zelensky is saying that. Let's hope we'll see the results of that. But we already have seen the results of that, but not that widely. Like once a year or twice or thrice a year, it is used. Ukrainian missiles, I mean, and yeah, I tend to. Jet drones are subsonic. Okay, but jet drones. How do you call that type of engine? That if it's subsonic, but it's like reaktivny in Ukrainian. Prometheus UA. Maybe you help me with that. How do you call that subsonic engine? Guys, I have one more donation, by the way. It's from Lynn S. Oh, 2 donations. $40 from Marcin, donation to Kraken, and $20 from Lynn S. And that brings us to $312. So 190 only left to raise, and I need to finish the stream in half an hour. So, guys, come on, we can do it in half an hour. $190. It's doable. I know it's not Sunday, and most of you prepare for Sunday and ready to donate most of it on Sunday. But like, if every one of you right now in the chat, it's 81 people watching. If every one of you send, let's say $2, right? It's gonna be 160. Not enough. Okay, let's send $3. It's gonna be 240 already. So not a single one of you need to send $3 for us to get there. Just 60 of you, and one of you could send 10, and we're getting there. So can you remind us the name of your dog?
Boston.
Boston, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a beautiful one.
He's a good boy. He's scared because of the air raid, so he hides. That's what I mean. Like, he's this big. People like it's horrible because I get in the lift with him in like the apartment, and like people like either get out or they're like, oh, because he's such a big dog.
Huh.
But just look at him, like there really isn't a harmless bone in this guy, like in this dog's body. Like he just lets you do whatever you want.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Bless him.
Реактивний двигун Jet Engine. Subsonic просто означає, що ракета дозвукова. Ага, це будуть маленькі та дешеві крилаті ракети. В цьому році буде їх масове виробництво. Балістики поки немає, але буде. Колись буде. Так про неї казали і в 22-му, і в 23-му році, і в 24-му, вже 25-й, щось балістики не сильно є. Але точно буде колись. Sorry guys for switching to Ukrainian, and Fuzzy too, sorry for that. Cool. But yeah, talking to Prometheus UI since he sent a message in. Oh, that's so cute. He's like, yeah, he's like a baby. Look at this, guys. He's feeding him from the bottle. Like, the bottle feed. Bottle feeding, yeah. Okay, $50 from Frank V. Frank. So, guys, I remind you that this patch is on the raffle. That's what you're buying tickets for. $3 from Alvin Archer. Thanks for awesome stream with Fuzzy and Boston. Wish I could send more. Yeah, here's the patch, guys. And Boston is adorable. Thank you for $3 donation, guys. Come on, if each of you send $3, we're gonna get there. If you don't have $3, that's okay. I'm happy with everything you can send. $1.50. But yeah, we got 50 from Frank V for, so not each of you should send $3 now. Yeah, and
good lad. Love that.
Good lad.
So, do we have any questions about kit or plate carriers or anything like that?
Yeah, guys, ask them, please. $10 from Cheryl just now. Ticket for Elvin Archer. Awesome. So we have, let me check, 90, 60, 130. No, plus 3 more from Tune Ottoson. Boston did it. $3. Boston just sent $3. Okay, thank you guys. It's good, really cool and inspiring when you're sending $3 donations. Really, just like I asked you. So what do we have there? I think one. Okay, let me calculate precisely. 140. Plus minus 10, 130, minus 8, 122 guys left to raise. $122. And having some issues with my cat. I think he saw Boston, says RP Martin. That's really cool. Okay.
There's a little French bulldog, and it runs. You've got such a big head, man. And he runs around like outside the front all the time. So don't lay on the laptop. And he sees Boston and he just like freezes up and he's like, And
Like-
unfortunately, Boston, he's not very good with other dogs. He doesn't bark or growl at them or anything like that. I think he's scared of them because he cries and
He
likes to
starts
push them
howling?
over. No, he's just like whimpers, and then he pushes them over. He doesn't actually eat dogs at the minute. I've never seen him like eat a dog. But there you go. Boston typed a message in the chat for you. plus.
That was him, okay.
was his
He
head.
knows the deal, you know. You can see it's Soldier's dog when they start putting pluses there into the chat. You know? Oh my god, that's an epic screenshot. Can you show it like this? Oh, he's beautiful. Hey, Adam Rounds is a javelin here on YouTube for 13 months. Slava Ukraini, Heroям Slava. Thank you. And $13 donation from Andreas Lach. He says, here are the 10 plus 3 for a roller. Ticket to Elvin. Okay, Elvin Archer needs to get this badge since this is a Legolas bow on this one. You see 3 arrows for one bow, and that's something that only Elvin Archer could do, right? So $2.24 from Canty, sending you all but 0. 25 left in my account for this month. Put it to good use. You know I will. Thank you very much, Canty. I'm happy to see a donation from you also. So guys, $13 and $2.24. I think around 108 left. No, not 8. 3, 7. $107 left to raise to get to the
Nearly there.
to $500 on this stream. Yeah, sometimes we do it easy, like 600 or 1,000 during the Wednesday stream, but sometimes it goes like this, and that's okay. Like, it's understandable. I'm not getting discouraged or upset. I know that it's just, such a day. Some day is lucky for the fundraising, some is not ultra lucky. That's life. Great going, Adam. Big salute. Yep, good job. And thank you for 5 gifted memberships too. Guys, gifted memberships are very appreciated. So if you can also buy those, I will be grateful. This month's income on YouTube is super low. Okay, what the hell? I still need to work on the sheet. Ideally.
I'll answer questions if people have any.
Please do. Please do. Oh, guys, I forgot to tell you about the important concert that's going to happen tomorrow and exhibition opening. It's going to start at 5 p.m. Ukrainian time. I created the stream yesterday already. It's on my channel. Look at this. Let me make Fuzzy's camera a bit smaller again so you could see it. It's in the live section. Aziza will play some music today. Fuzzy, will be awesome if you can also come to that stream as a guest, of course, because you're not in Kyiv. Hey, shit, and
When's that?
It's tomorrow in actually 20 hours. There's an old time here. I need to switch to, not switch, but change the time for earlier. Just give me a second. It should be 5 p.m. instead of, because we changed. We decided to start 1 hour earlier and we'll talk to painters that are also placing their paintings on the exhibition together with Aziza's paintings. So we're gonna talk to artists. We're gonna then listen to amazing music of Aziza, and we're gonna do what? We're gonna talk more after that, and I'm gonna be her co-host as I usually am on her concerts, except for one that I streamed. Yeah, so we're gonna talk after each song or before each song. It's gonna be between songs, technically. So $50 from Tracy Oceanfire just now. Tracy says next in her comment, tickets for Elvin Archer and hello to Boston. Yeah, Boston is beautiful. So guys, $57 only left to raise. Come on, we can do it. Geo Perry, America did start the war after all. Too many needless deaths national identity is highly overrated, yada yada yada. America did start the war. That's the only thing that confuses me there. So you're probably like ironizing on Trump's statements or something. I don't know. That's satire. Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, I wonder what the next 4 years, guys, they won't be boring at all. Like, it may upset us, but it definitely won't bore us. Okay. I think that France and Spain ought to have negotiated a peaceful settlement of American colonies' troubles with England. I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest. Something from the history, right? $30 from Dark Oblation. Guys, only 27 left to raise. Good job. And we'll get to 500. Thank you. Thank you very much, Dark Oblation, for $30 donation. And does it have any comment? No. So tickets for you, my friend. You usually buy them for Silver Earth, though. I know that. Okay. Skippy from who? From Junjo. So, guys, I finally got to today. And no, not yet. Just give me a second. 6 tickets there. And what do we have here? $60. Nice. And then Johanna. Johanna bought how many of them? Bought 5 for her and 5 for moderators. So Johanna, here's 5, and this one is gonna be mods from Johanna. Okay, Fuzzy, maybe you have something to answer for there, or not for, to answer to.
Yeah. I'm answering as quick as I can because obviously you were speaking, so I was just dropping.
Yeah, start using your voice. Come on.
Yeah. So to Tone, I know very little about the carriers. How important is it to have a good one? Stupid question, mate. It's not a stupid question at all because, as I say, like some people go, well, all it does is hold plates. Like, why is it so expensive? It's very, very good to have a plate carrier that you can change, as to to what you need it to be at the time. It's also the quality of the character of the plate carrier as well, because if you cheap out on a cheap plate carrier and you end up with really like poor quality, obviously it's not going to give you the protection that you need. And it also, it's like I always say, if you buy nice or buy twice, so it's like a Ferro Concept plate carrier should last, forever in theory, unless obviously God forbid anything happened or like that. But it's like you can see like the Cry ones, the Cry plate carriers, they are very, very nice. They're not as expensive as Ferro, but it's the stuff to go with it that's expensive. So it's like if you buy a Cry plate carrier, you can only have Cry pouches or Cry webbing or stuff like that to go on it. Rather with Ferro, because it's very modular, I can put whatever I want on it. It doesn't have to be that brand, which is why I prefer to go with those ones as well. Wizard of Ooze. JP at ATP Geopolitics was wondering about the average British squaddie would feel about being deployed to Ukraine as a peacekeeper. The thing is with British squaddies these days.
Who are squaddies?
Like British soldiers, they call them, like we call ourselves squaddies, or we're called squaddies.
Why is that? Where does it come from?
I have no idea. It's just he's a squad, like squaddie. It's just slang, I think.
Okay.
My perspective personally is it would be a fucking stupid idea to send the Brits out here because they don't understand. Things aren't done by the book here because they cannot be physically done by the book. There's a lot of rule breaking, not necessarily like I'm not talking about war crimes or anything like that, but like if you look at a theoretical book at how to be an infanteer, you know, like the stuff that you actually do out here, you know, the British Army would lose their minds, you know, because they've been a peacetime army for so long.
Well, this is why they need to learn, you know.
100%. You know, it's like we're sending like Ukrainians over to Britain to like my friend, for example, he was an instructor for one of the Ukrainian units when he went over to Britain, well, for the Ukrainians when they went over to Britain, and he was saying like half the time, like half of the blokes that got there were already like battle hardened soldiers, like from Ukraine that had already spent 6-7 months to a year at the front. You know, so like they're learning, like they're going to the UK to learn all these like Western tactics, but yet the Ukrainians are sat there saying, "Well, that's not going to fucking work, mate, because I'm going to get slapped in the face by an FPV." You know, like I can't do that or I can't do this. You know, so the Ukrainians are actually teaching the Brits. You know, but they would never admit it. You know, like when Keir Starmer the other day turned around and said, "Oh, I'll send British troops there," I was just there like, "You are the biggest knob I've ever met in my life."
And you know what he said? When there's gonna be a ceasefire, for fuck's sake, man. This ceasefire probably won't ever happen. And of course, it's easy to say when it's gonna be the ceasefire. Of course, you can send them, right?
But yeah, but this is like look at 2014 and onwards. Like, you know, there's always been that border. You know, there's always been that, you know, that little bit of conflict and stuff like that. You know, and if I always say like the West never really gave a shit until they turned and said, "Right, we're going," and then they literally rolled like Ukraine in like 48 hours nearly. You know, like, and then it was only because the Ukrainians dug in and was there like no and repelled them back. That's when like all of the Western leaders started saying, "Right, we're going to do this, we're going to do that," never actually done anything. It's like the French president's been threatening to send, you know, his soldiers over since like the beginning. Never happened. If they're going to do something, like it's going to become an investment. You know, it's not something that they're just going to go, "Right, well, if I send my lot over, we'll sort that out," you know, because we've got better gear and better training. It doesn't work like that. You know, like you can have all the training in the world, but it's like, as I say to everybody, like you could be a SEAL Team 6, you know, Navy SEAL or a 22S SAS geezer, you know, a 152 round from the Russian army. Don't give a fuck how big you are, how small you are, what training you are. If it hits you, it hits you.
Exactly.
You know, like, you know, same as an FPV. An FPV doesn't care whether you're like, you know, as I say, like SAS or Navy 6. Like if they want to hit you with that FPV, unless you find some sort of cover to, you know, deflect the explosion, they're going to hit you with that FPV. Like, it doesn't really matter, like, about what training you've got. Like, since all of these drones have come in, yeah, we have a lot of, you know, better EW kit. But it's like, as I said, like when we was in, you know, on deployments and stuff like that, we used to change, you know, like we used to put our EW on every morning, you know, when we were rotating blokes in and out. But the Russians clocked on within 3 days and then just kept changing signals. So then we spent most of the time chasing what signal they're using that day. You know, by the time you find out what signal they're doing, they've already achieved what they want to do. You know, so it'd be the same for the Brits. You know, the Brits will come over, they'll be like, "Right, I'll just put my EW up then." They just can't fly now. It's like, all right, give it an hour and they'll just change frequency and fly again. Like, like they don't really care, you know. And this is what I say to everybody comes over, like, "Oh yeah, I was like," and this is no disrespect to anything like that, or nobody in particular, but this is just because it's very Hollywoodized. Like, "Oh yeah, I'm an American Marine, man." It's like, yeah, cool, bro. That, you know, that FPV don't care what you are. Like, it doesn't matter who you are or what you've done or anything. Which is why it's like, as you were saying, when people sit there and go, "Oh, I've done all these big, massive assaults, man. I've done this and I've done that." It's like, yeah, that's great, bro. Like, you got very lucky. It is luck.
Yep, exactly. You know, I have one more donation. It's from Fred Thornbury, and that's the last one to get to 500. We're approximately on $503 right now. Thank you very much, Fred, for sending the last one. $30 donation. Alvin Patch, 2 tickets for rollers, 1 for me. I've been
GG.
putting your names there into the sheet, guys. You've seen all of that. And Giancarlo also sent $10 for the delivery. Thank you very much, Giancarlo. It's actually approximately around $10, sometimes $9, sometimes even $8 or $8.50. But $10 is enough usually to send the flag. So thank you very much. Ukrainians, just know that Sweden is never leaving you. I know that. I know that. Do you know how I know that? Let me show you. No, you guys are awesome. Thank you. All the Nordic countries, all the Baltic states, I know that you guys will never leave us, and you're the most, dedicated partners. Okay, I finally finished the sheet. GG. Now I need to check if it matches. Let me withdraw that $10 from Giancarlo to not have it in a way.
Frag.
Yeah, Fuzzy. Is there a question for you?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, Frag. Does your rig have options for side armor? It does have options for side armor. Yeah. I'll show you Noodles because he's got the same stuff as me. It's fucking heavy. So this is what it would look like if I had the side armor. It's just big, bulky, and fucking horrible. I hate it. But yeah, that's the side armor. You can attach it. It's very, as I say, it's very, it's just clips on really, and it just won't move. It's really, really good actually, but I just don't like side armor.
Have a great day, Nikki. Thank you for moderation.
See you
Thank
later,
you,
Nikki.
all the mods. You're awesome. I love you guys. Okay, withdrawn the $10.
So we reached the goal then, 503.
Yeah, we did. That's
Smashed
right
it.
on
Well
time.
done, guys.
We're finishing the stream in 8 minutes, and right after that, people will go with me. I really hope to see there at least, let me tell you how many. At least 77 people. That's exactly how many are watching. Of course, not everyone will go there. So at least 50, let's say. At least 50 people. And there's a short 4-minute video, thank you video from the guys from 28th Brigade. We got them the PVS 14 night vision device. It's monocular, just for one eye, but they're satisfied and happy with it. So they thanked you for that one. Interesting video. It's like, it's dark there, and you're like, oh shit, that's not a very good quality video. You can't see shit there. But when they're getting the camera closer to the device, it sets up the light perfectly, and you can see everything. So the most important part is seen there. Then they bought it for a good price. We raised 120,000 hryvnias, and they bought it for 105,000.
No way.
Yeah, and they got the batteries for Motorola's, 9 of them, for the rest of $15,000. So, guys, you know that the batteries for Motorola's are very, very needed. And yeah, Fuzzy, tell us about that. How expendable are those?
The thing is with Motorola's is like, because everybody seems to think, oh, it's a Motorola, like fuck it, it's a battery in it. Like you can replace the battery. You know, it's people they don't treat them correctly. You know, but it's also a fact of, because, for example, whenever I go out on the ground, I'm normally given 4 batteries for my radio, and because they're always exposed to, like, they get put in a waterproof bag, but because it is cold and I think it's a lithium ion, like a lipo battery. Like because they are old as well, like they freeze, and like the battery, as soon as they freeze, they're fucked, you know. So it's like, because of the weather, like, but yeah, like I think I've gone through maybe 6 batteries since being in Ukraine, like 6 Motorola batteries, like, and that's a lot of batteries to go through. Like, and if that's just me going through 6, and that's not just because of, you know, I'm just throwing them around or anything like that, but they do get left on positions. You know, they get damaged, they get frozen, you know, like there's all sorts of things that can happen to them. So batteries, they are very expendable. like regards to, oh fuck, I need to leave. Well, then just leave the batteries. Then just grab all your, your really expensive kit. So they just run, But then it's a case of when it gets down to it, they're not actually that expendable because a battery, we don't have a lot of them. I think when I was in Zap, I think we was only able to give, and people were going out on the ground for like 10 days at a time, and they were only allowed 2 batteries.
Mhm.
And you get given 1 charger and 2 batteries, and obviously people were getting drone dropped, things were always getting damaged and stuff like that, because you can't always put your kit inside the blindage. So the batteries, like they get charged, but like they're running off an extension lead from the generator towards the blindage door, and obviously they drone drop the blindage or something like that, and the batteries always get bad, like damaged. But yeah, it's mainly the cold that damages them. Same as the summer as well. In the summer, the heat of the batteries as well. Sometimes they expand,
Mhm.
which is also a pain in the ass as well, because that's fucking really dangerous. But
Yeah.
the heat causes the batteries to expand, which obviously at that point then, like, you can't use them. They're fucked. Duncan Stewart, the rechargeable batteries, I've had mine in, depends on how often you're using it, but normally you get about 2 days before you start thinking about recharging it.
Mhm.
So they are good batteries, like the Motorola's, because, like, don't get me wrong, like, they're not very expensive, but
Yeah. Around $37 for one.
yeah, but
Uh,
they do the job. They last a long time, which is the main thing that we need,
that's good.
because we can invest like thousands of dollars into radio equipment, but the thing is, it's like not everybody's using that radio. Everybody's on Motorola's, which is why it's always good to have the batteries for the Motorola's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm.
Except for Russians, they use Baofangs and some other
Yeah, they do,
Chinese
yeah.
shit. Yeah. Okay. Well, Chinese shit could also be reliable, guys. You look at DJI. That's
Mhm.
pretty awesome, reliable stuff. Shit. Yeah, I forgot to say that. So, guys, stream with Aziza. You see it on the screen. Please go press the bell button on it to not forget and be there tomorrow. I will be really grateful if you also become the member on Aziza's base. She really needs our support. She really needs to move to Kyiv at some point, and you can actually speed it up. And thank you everyone who already subscribed there to her base and supporting her, just like me. I'm a subscriber to her base, 2nd level. Okay, there's a concert tomorrow, but let me show you the video that we're gonna go and see in just 3 minutes altogether. I'm gonna send the link into the chat right now, and I'm gonna pin it for you to just click on it and transfer there after we finish the stream. 71 person watching right now. Let's get at least 50 people there, okay? To be realistic, at least 40, I should say, because every time I say let's go there together, I think around 60% people transfer, and those 40, hey, 40%, where do you go? If you have extra 6 minutes, guys, stay there. Okay, I just pinned it. Let me try if it's the right one. Yes, it's the right one. So in 60 seconds, premieres in 60 seconds. So Fuzzy, we just need to say goodbye for today. Thank you. There was an awesome masterclass. I don't know if it is.
It was just a brief description as to what everything does, so everybody understands, like,
Yeah.
what they're donating for when it comes to kit and equipment.
Thank you for that, guys. Thank you for your donations today. We got $500, not $100 today. Thank you for each and every donation, guys. And what else? I will see you tomorrow on the concert. We're going to be preparing to the concert from 2 p.m. So yeah, I'm gonna spend almost the whole day first preparing and doing the stream. And the stream is not only the concert, it's exhibition opening. So there are gonna be some speeches there. There are gonna be a lot of paintings. I'm gonna show you those paintings. And all the exhibition is about Crimea. So we'll see. I will see you tomorrow there. Fuzzy, whatever you want to say before we go. switch to that video.
Mhm.
Say it now. And let's
Sure.
go.
I just want to say a big thank you to everybody, especially Tone as well. Big hugs to everybody. Really appreciate everything you've done for me over the last 72 hours, I think, last 3 days, and even with the truck as well. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow. Well, I get to speak to you all tomorrow as well. What time is it?
5 p.m. Ukrainian time. Join the stream.
Right.
And
So
Aziza
I'll see you all at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, and Aziza starts singing at 6:30. So, but before that, we're gonna talk to painters, to artists, and open the exhibition officially. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen there, guys. Thank you guys for everything you do for us, Ukraine. Ukraine really is grateful, not just me. Everyone who hears about what you do, guys, are like, oh my god, thank you so much for helping us. So all Ukrainians who will know about you in the future are grateful. I'm among them. I know about you already. Okay, guys, let's go. Only 1 minute left to the premiere. So Fuzzy, thank you once again, my friend. And yeah, just message me when you're in Kyiv. I would love to meet. And I'm gonna say, send me the address. I need to send you 2 patches. Okay.
Cheers, bro. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. See you soon.
Live
Bye-bye.
long, prosper, and donate. Press the link at the top of the chat, guys. Let's go to that video. Bye. Finishing this one. Let's go.